Hello. In this video, we are going to look at equations reducible to quadratic equations, which means that these equations will not look like quadratic equations in the first look, but they actually are quadratic equations in disguise. So we'll start with this first one. If you want to give it a try, just pause the video and try yourself. We'll start with this first equation. And interesting thing about this equation is that you have to focus on these constant terms which are getting added. Try to make pairs of constants which when added give the same number. Like 9 and minus 7 which when added will give 2. Similarly minus 3 and 5 when added will give 2. So these are the pairs that we are going to work with. X plus 9 will get multiplied to x minus 7 and x minus 3 will get multiplied to x plus 5. So let's start. X plus 9 into x minus 7 will be x square plus 2x minus 63 into x square plus 2x minus 15. This is equal to 385. Now x square plus 2x is there in both the terms. So this we are going to replace with y. This is y minus 63 into y minus 15, which when the brackets are open will come out as y square minus 78y plus 63 into 15 would be 630 plus 315 is equal to 385. And this is y square minus 78y plus 945 minus 385 will be 560 is equal to 0. Now to solve this equation, we'll multiply a with c, that would be 560. Now we have to break 560 into two numbers such that product is 560 but sum is minus 78. So this 560 is nothing but 56 into 10, that is 7 into 8 into 10. If I take 7 tens are 70 and 8, the sum would be 70 and 8 would be 78 and product would be 560. So we are going to take minus 70 and minus 8 so that the sum becomes minus 78. So x will come out as, y will come out as 70 or 8. Now for y is equal to 70, x square plus 2x will be equal to 70. So our quadratic equation will form as x square plus 2x minus 70 is equal to 0 or x square plus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. For x square plus 2x minus 70 equal to 0, x will come out as minus b, that is minus 2, plus minus root b square, that is 4, minus 4ac, and this minus sign in c will turn it to plus 4ac, 4 into 70, that is 280 upon 2. This is nothing but take this 284, take 4 common outside the square root sign, it will come out as 2, and this 2 and this 2 that will come outside the root sign will get cancelled by the 2 in the denominator and we will get minus 1 plus minus root 71. And from here, think of two numbers such that their product is minus 8 and sum is 2. The two numbers will be minus 2 and 4. So x will come out as 2 and minus 4. So these are the four values that we will be getting, 2 from this quadratic equation and 2 from this. Just remember, the important thing here is to figure out the brackets which are going to be multiplied together, and for that you will have to add these constants and see which two pairs give the same sum. Okay, next question. Okay, looking at this question, first thing that comes to mind is replacing 3x square minus 2x by y and then squaring both the sides. But if you go by this method, this is going to further complicate the things. So what we are going to do here is treat this whole expression as a and this whole expression as b. So this is nothing but a plus b is equal to 13. Now if I multiply left hand side by a minus b and right hand side by a minus b, this is very similar to rationalizing the denominator. How we rationalize the denominator, that is what we are going to do here to remove this root sign in the left hand side. So a plus b into a minus b will be a square that is this whole square minus b square. So this will give 3x square minus 2x plus 9. On squaring, the root sign will get eliminated, minus 3x square minus 2x minus 4 will be equal to 13 into a minus b will be root of this minus root of the second expression. Okay. And on subtracting this, 3x square and 2x will get cancelled. 9 minus minus 4 is 13, which will be equal to 13 into this bracket. 13 and 13 will cancel each other, 1 will remain. So this is what a minus b will be equal to 1. This is what we have got till now. Next, what we are going to do is, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. We are going to add equation 1 and 2. So this plus b and minus b will get cancelled and we will get 2 times this expression, which will be equal to 13 plus 1, 14. So we have got 2 times root of this expression, that is 3x square minus 2x plus 9 is equal to 13 plus 1, 14. This 2 will come to the right hand side and we'll get 7 here, and on squaring both the sides we will get 3x square minus 2x plus 9 is equal to square of 7, that is 49. Take 49 to the left hand side and we will get 3x square minus 2x minus 40 is equal to 0. Okay. Now product of A and C is 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. Think of two numbers such that product is 40 into 3, that means product is this, but the sum is minus 2. So we can take 5 into 2, 10, and 4 into 3, 12. We can take minus 12 and 10. So this will get factorized as 3 into x minus 12 upon 3 into x plus 10 upon 3. We have to divide by the coefficient of x square. This we have seen in how to solve quadratic equations, right? And this will be equal to 0. What comes outside the bracket is coefficient of x square. Okay. This is how it will get factorized. So x will come out as 4 and minus 10 by 3. Next question. So this question might look a lot more similar to the previous one that we have just solved, but there is a huge difference because here we have a quadratic expression in the right hand side. Earlier we had a constant term. So there we could have squared both the sides and got the answer. But here on squaring both the sides, this is going to turn into a biquadratic expression. And this is going to further complicate the things. So this has to be a trick question. And questions like these, which demand you to think differently, for questions like these, you should think differently. So here is the approach that we are going to take. This is a quadratic expression with coefficient of x square, that is a, as positive. So this is going to have a minimum value. Again, here also a is positive. This expression will also have a minimum value. But here a is negative. So this expression will have a maximum value. So before thinking of anything further, let's find out these minimum as well as maximum values. So this expression could be further simplified as root of 3 into x plus 1 whole square. That would be 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Here we have plus 7. So we'll have to add 4 more. Plus this would be 5 into x plus 1 whole square. This is 5x square plus 10x plus 5. Here we have 14. So we will have to add 9 more. And here we have x plus 1 whole square will give us x square plus 2x. But here we have minus x square minus 2x. So we will add a minus sign here. And this is x minus x square minus 2x minus 1. But here we have plus 4. So we will add 5 more to get plus 4. 5 minus 1 will give 4. So this is how the expression gets simplified. The equation gets simplified. So we are just following the method that we have seen in solving quadratic equations video. We are creating perfect squares to find minimum and maximum values. So here the minimum value could be 0 at x is equal to minus 1. This whole term will become 0 and root of 4 will give us 2. This is the minimum value of this expression. Okay. So this whole expression will be greater than or equal to 2. Again, this will be greater than or equal to root of 9. This will be greater than or equal to 3. And this term can become 0. The minimum value of x plus 1 whole square will be 0. So the maximum value of this whole expression will occur at x is equal to minus 1. When this term is 0, this expression, this right hand side will have the maximum value. So this will be less than or equal to 5. This is the maximum value of right hand side. So left hand side, in left hand side we have minimum value as 2 plus 3, 5. And in right hand side, in left hand side we have minimum value as 5, and right hand side we have maximum value as 5. So basically, if this has to happen, if left hand side has to be equal to right hand side, this can only happen when left hand side is equal to right hand side is equal to 5. Right? This is greater than or equal to 5, this is less than or equal to 5. So they can both be equal when they both are equal to 5. So if we simply focus on this part of the equation, x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the equation that we will get, and on solving this we will get x as minus 1. This is the answer that we will get. Of course, if this question came as an objective type question, you can simply put the values of x and check which value satisfies. But as CAT is getting smarter day by day, the question that will come here will be find the number of solutions. How many solutions does this equation have? For that, your answer will be one solution, x is equal to minus 1. Next question. Again, in the first look, this thing will come to your mind that simply put x square minus 5x as y. Here also we can put this as y, and the equation that you will get is 2 root y plus 3 is equal to 12, which is still too difficult to solve. So instead of this, what we can do here is that x square minus 5x, if I add 3 in the left hand side, why am I adding 3 here? To create this expression here. Okay, the same expression I want to create here. And this 2 root, this whole expression would be equal to, I have added 3 to the left hand side, I will add 3 to the right hand side as well. This is equal to 15. Now if I put root of this whole thing as y, if this whole thing is y, in the left hand side this is what? Y square, right? This is square of this square root plus 2 into y, this I have replaced with y, is equal to 15. So the quadratic equation that I am going to have is y square plus 2y minus 15 is equal to 0. This is very easy to solve. Think of two numbers. The numbers we'll get are minus 3 and plus 5. So values of y that we'll be getting will be 3 and minus 5. So the equation, the two equations that we'll get from here are root of x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 3 and root of x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to minus 5. Now if you have seen the square root inequality video, this thing is discussed there that whatever comes under the square root sign should be positive, and after solving the square root sign, whatever you are getting should also be positive. So this value is not feasible and this equation is not feasible. Okay, we only have to concentrate on this equation. So x square minus 5x plus 3 will be equal to 9. If I take 9 to the left hand side, this will be minus 6 is equal to 0. On solving this equation, two values of x that you will be getting are 6 and minus 1. These are the two values that you will get here. Next question. Okay, this is the easiest of all the questions that we have solved till now. If you know the rules of exponent, this could be simplified as 3 raised to x into 3 square plus 1 upon 3 to the power x is equal to 10. And if I put 3 to the power x as y, this is 9y plus 1 upon y is equal to 10. The quadratic equation then formed will be 9y square minus 10y plus 1 is equal to 0. and the values of y satisfying this equation will be 1 and 1 by 9 from y is equal to 1. 3 to the power x is equal to 1, then x will have to be 0. 3 to the power x is equal to 3 to the power minus 2. This is nothing but 3 to the power minus 2. So x will have to be minus 2. These are the two values that you will get. Next question. So here we have x, here we have x square, here we have root 5 upon x, and here we have a square of root 5 upon x. So what we can do in this question is we can create this term here as well. So this will be x plus x minus root 5 upon x whole square. This is nothing but x square plus 5 upon x square minus 2 root 5. So minus 2 root 5 is extra, so we will have to add 2 root 5 plus this will come as it is, x minus root 5 upon x is equal to 2 root 5. 2 root 5 and 2 root 5 will get cancelled out and we will get 0 in the right hand side. If I replace x minus root 5 upon x by y, the quadratic expression formed will be y square plus y is equal to 0. Take y common, y plus 1 is equal to 0. Either y is 0 or y is minus 1. If y is 0, x minus root 5 upon x will be 0. This implies x square will be equal to root 5 and x will be equal to plus minus 5 raised to power 1 by 4, right? And if we take y is equal to minus 1, that means x minus root 5 upon x will be equal to minus 1, and the quadratic expression then formed will be x square plus x minus root 5 is equal to 0. And it is difficult to break or simplify, so what we are going to do is use formula. X will be equal to minus b minus 1 plus minus root of b square, that is 1 plus 4 root 5. 1 plus 4 root 5 upon 2. So these are the four values of x that we'll be getting, 2 from here and 2 from here. Next question. Okay, this question is very similar to this one that we have just solved. Very similar. They might look a little different, but they are very similar. For questions like these, where the coefficients are symmetrical around the middle term. See, this is the middle one and one left is coefficient plus 1 and to the one right is also coefficient plus 1 only. So the coefficient to the left and to the right are 1 only. And 2 steps toward left is plus 2. The coefficient here is 2 and here also the coefficient is plus 2. So if the coefficient to the left and to the right are same, then straight away divide by x square. The whole equation will get divided by x square. So this is 2x to the power 2, x to the power 4 divided by x square will give x square, plus x cube divided by x square will give x, minus x square will get cancelled, minus 11 plus 1 upon x plus 2 upon x square is equal to 0, right? Now club these two terms, take out 2 common, this is x square plus 1 upon x square, plus club these two terms, x plus 1 upon x and minus 11 is equal to 0. Again, I will try to create this term using this term. So this is nothing but 2 into x plus 1 upon x whole square. This is nothing but x square plus 1 upon x square, which we want, plus 2 will come extra here, that we will subtract, okay, plus x plus 1 upon x as it is and minus 11 as it is equal to 0. Now here x plus 1 upon x could be replaced by y. So this will turn out to be y 2y square, 2 into 2 minus 4 and minus 11 will be minus 15 plus y minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay. So a multiplied by c is 2 into 3 into 5 with a minus sign. Okay. And we want sum as plus 1. So what we are going to take is plus 6 and minus 5. So this will break as 2 into y plus 6 by 2, y minus 5 by 2. equal to 0. So the values of y satisfying this will be y equal to minus 3 and y equal to 5 by 2. So for y equal to minus 3, we'll get the equation as x plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 3, or x plus 1 upon x is equal to 5 by 2. From here, we can frame a quadratic equation. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So the values of x we will be getting from here will be minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac, that is 5 upon 2. And here the quadratic equation formed will be x square 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. And two values of x we will be getting from here will be 1 by 2 or 2. So these are the four values of x that we will get from this equation. Okay, next question. Again, a very simple question. If I replace this whole term by y, then this is nothing but reciprocal of this term. So this is y plus 1 upon y is equal to 13 upon 6. So the quadratic equation then formed will be 6y square minus 13y plus 6 is equal to 0. And the values of y we will be getting from here will be y is equal to 3 by 2 or 2 by 3. That means root of x upon 1 minus x is equal to 3 by 2, or it is equal to 2 by 3. So if we square both the sides, one equation that we will be getting will be x upon 1 minus x is equal to 9 by 4, or x upon 1 minus x will be equal to 4 by 9. So from this first one, there will be one value of x that we'll be getting, and that will be x is equal to 9 by 13. From the second one, there will be again one value of x that we'll be getting, that is 4 by 13. These are the two values of x that we'll get from here. Last but not the least, this is the last question of this video, and a very popular one. This is the most popular format that you will see amongst all the equations that are reducible to quadratic. Okay. X is 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus, and like this the pattern of alternate minus plus sign will continue till infinity. Okay. If we focus on this part, especially this part only, okay. If I write this part down, this would be 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus and so on till infinity. Only this part I have expanded here, okay. And if you look carefully, if you compare both this part, this whole part, and this what I have written here, you can see this is nothing but x that I have written here. Okay. So I can replace this whole part, this whole bracket with x. So x will be simplified as 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus x. This whole part could be replaced by x. Okay. If we take LCM here, this will be x is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 2x minus 1 upon 2 plus x. This is nothing but x is equal to 2 plus x upon 3 plus 2x. Okay. Transpose this denominator to the left hand side. This will be 3x plus 2x square is equal to 2 plus x. So the quadratic equation then formed will be 2x square plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0, or we can say x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0, and the value of x that we will be getting from here will be x is equal to minus 1 plus minus root of b square, that is 1, c is minus 1, so that would be 5 upon 2. These are the two values that we'll be getting for this equation, two values of x. That's it for this video. I hope you liked all the questions that we have solved, and like this there can be many questions that appear to be difficult in the first look, but they are actually equations reducible to quadratic equations. Okay, thank you.